offended. So many bloody Diet Cokes.
Nah.
I mean, Diet Coke.
You have a bloody sweet tooth, don't you? You love the bonbons.
Oh, that was a trick question. I was doing Coke Zero, not Diet Coke.
There's also, did you know though, but he doesn't have a sweet tooth because there's no sugar in a diet or is Coke Zero.
That's
There's
true.
no sweetness in it
That's
either.
true, but it still does ruin your teeth, though.
Yeah, but that's
It
in no
doesn't
way
do
due to the
it
sugars.
It doesn't do wonders for your teeth.
That's in no way due to the
It's due
sugars
to the
though.
grinding you do after grinding your teeth, causes you to grind your teeth.
No, it's due to the pH. It's about 2.4 pH, which is
Ah,
extremely acidic.
That is very acidic.
Because you realise the way that teeth get worn down is the bacteria feeds off the sugar and produces acid as a byproduct. You're just skipping the middleman.
Crikey.
just that business.
Yeah, exactly, Monto.
It seems harder and harder to skip the middleman though these days.
That's true. That's true. Everything's so streamlined now, you know. Back in the old days, you know.
Yep. Bureaucracy, red tape. El Toro, have you heard of El Toro? They take fucking 10% commission.
Seriously?
10% commission, yeah, on all your
Jesus.
investments.
And plus, it's so risky now. I mean, you're just wasting money at that point.
It's not as risky as crypto though.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But the gains are much smaller.
Mm,
Much more incremental.
that's true.
No, else I've noticed. I've been really wanting to watch The Flash on Netflix recently, but it's not in the
Flash?
UK anymore. It's not. I can't
It's
watch
not
it
in
on
the
Netflix
UK?
anymore. I think it's in America, but I can't get access to it.
That's strange. If only there was something, you know, that you could use to actually go
Yeah,
across.
some stuff.
We're
actually
getting,
private
we're
networks
getting,
and
the
there's-
elves are telling me we're getting ahead of ourselves here. The elves are telling me
no.
that's for later. That's for later.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry. I thought I had that. You know, at the beginning. Just as a
Right.
big flashy
I got a bit excited.
Oh.
Right, so what's been happening over this past week on Twitter then? On the bird?
Oh, bloody everything. I mean, you know Twitter, it's complete chaos. Just like monkeys throwing their, you know. I'm not gonna
I was going to say just
I'm not
like
gonna
Brownian
say.
motion, like chaos in a liquid.
That's true. That's true.
That's sort of how the neurons of the alphabet mafia sort of fire, you know, and like Brownian motion, like bing, bing, bing off the walls, sort of randomised.
Pure anger.
Firing.
Oh,
You say something logical and they just, you know, spew you the most amount of just garbage.
Well, you know, there's the two forms of debate. There's rhetoric. There's logos and ethos. They do not use logos. I'll tell you that. They use
true.
ethos.
That's true.
yeah. And they've got no Newman either. So that's a great.
They got no Newman, but they think they're genius. No, that's a bar.
They got no Newman, but they think they're a new man, a novice homo. But there's no Ciceronians over there, mate. That's what I'm saying.
No optimates on that side, honestly.
Just popularis demagogues, really, innit?
Exactly,
Yeah.
popularis. It's all what
It's
the
like-
mass media
It's
tells
like the
them.
old oligarch once said. The bird.
The
Give
bird in the
bird a
bush is worth two in the hand. I've heard.
Yeah.
That's true.
And give the bird a bird. So he said.
The bird. The blue bird. Well, the
I
blue
wish I
bird's
could
burning
get
down.
that.
Not giving
yeah.
any. Not
gonna
giving
get
any.
cancelled, aren't they?
Sorry, censored.
I'm gonna get cancelled by the alphabetti spaghetti mob.
Absolutely true.
Speaking of the alphabetti spaghetti mob, have you seen the new film Lightyear?
Lightyear?
Buzz. They've butchered Buzz Lightyear. That one.
Oh, wait,
Yep.
no, I think I've seen it with my kid. Yeah, what they... I thought it was pretty decent. I mean, you know, a few bits felt a bit lefty, you know what I mean? But, you know, overall, the
It's a bit of a
pictures-
mouthpiece,
the
I think.
pictures were
It's a bit
good,
of a
though. The
mouthpiece.
pictures were good. But, you know, the entirety of Disney is our mouthpiece, you know? It's a
Oh.
very far cry from the Renaissance, you know, the original works. But...
Well, the mouse isn't about making good films anymore.
No.
He just makes drivel.
No.
The mouthpiece, actually. Oh, the elves are in my. Oh, they're telling me not to talk about that. Get cancelled otherwise.
Oh, crikey.
I literally flip it over. Give it back to Elon Musk.
Elon. Elon getting Muskrat or
Christ.
mollusk. Or
Christ.
mollusk.
What's he up to this week, honestly? I mean,
You know the perfect analogy I heard recently about Elon getting mollusk?
What's that, see?
The monkey on a typewriter analogy. It's sort of like he's just banging out words and he's trying to like make a sentence,
That's
but
so
he's
bloody
he's
true.
really not doing
That's
it.
so bloody true. I mean, like, listen, the inventions that he makes, they're so incoherent, you know. They've got, you know, a bloody flamethrower, then you got a car, and then you got, you know, spaceships, then he's sending bloody cars
And
into
he's
space.
and
like,
tunnels.
what
And he's
is he
doing
thinking?
tunnels.
You gotta respect the man because I couldn't balance that sort of work-life balance. I've trouble with
I
the
guess,
cast.
I guess.
I've trouble with the
it's
cast
true.
and my job.
Jesus,
I don't-
yeah, like, imagine multitasking that. kind
Imagine
of shit.
5 businesses.
Honestly,
He's got like 5 businesses, isn't he?
He does. Plus, he was on, you know, Joe Rogan and stuff. I mean, he's quite busy now.
Oh, do you mean he who shall not be named?
Oh.
Right. So, speaking of Elon, what do you reckon he'll do now that he owns Twitter? Then
Bloody hell, I don't know. I mean, he says
I
that
hope he deletes
wants...
it.
Honestly, that would be a dream come true.
only hope we can only
But-
hope deletes the
But
bird.
he did mention he'd want to, you know, make sure that speech is free, you know, make sure that the alphabet, you know, police don't
You know
get
something
don't
funny
get their
I
bloody
heard.
treads
I heard.
into your conversation. Yeah, what?
If you don't think speech is free, come over to my house and talk to my wife. She'll give you a lot. She'll give you a lot for free.
Honestly,
Always mouthing off in it.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
honestly, don't know.
It comes naturally to me, actually. Well, I was
Wow.
thinking that Elon and Twitter is just not good. It's not a good mix, is it? I was thinking he's going to start getting AIs into there.
You know what I think? Oil and bloody water.
Just for those AIs.
Oil and bloody water. I mean, like, the alphabet police is already like bloody robots. They just infest the area. It's a bit like that movie, bloody
World's
hell,
End, the Cornetto trilogy. Do you mean the third film in the Cornetto trilogy, World's End?
I think, yeah, no, that's the one, that's the one.
Featuring Nicolas
I thought it was a
Cage.
bit like Clockwork Orange, a little bit.
Which, you know what's quite weird, though?
A bit? They're a bit
It's
like
almost
Mom.
apt. Robots. Do you know what that actually means?
What?
The original. It means slave.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Bringing out all the big guns there.
Yeesh,
It means
alright.
slave back originally.
Listen. The moment they get, some semblance of thought, that's the end.
Yeah, but what is thought, though? You ever thought about that?
Mm,
It's a bit of a meta sort of look on life, but
That's
have you ever
true.
thought about thinking, though?
I mean, there's a lot to think about on that, But,
You know what they call thinking about thinking?
what?
Epistemology.
Ah.
I say I'm quite epistemologist.
Makes
That
sense.
sounds a
That's a
bit
bloody,
naughty.
that's a bloody big
That
word.
sounds a bit naughty.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You
Jesus,
devil-
Zeno,
devil.
Jesus.
You devil then.
Yeah.
Well, I think this AI business. Have you seen what they're doing? This artwork. They're making artwork better than.
Oh,
better
yeah,
than
I think
humans.
I saw it on, like, TikTok or something. They've got some,
But you have
Okay,
redacted. You have
that
redacted
in-
downloads.
Okay, listen. It was my daughter's phone, alright? She was looking at it. I can't, I
Have you read
can't
their
censor
terms of
her.
service?
No, personally I haven't. What's on it?
I hope
A lot
Winnie the
of
Pooh
risk
was
to do
overlooking it
sexuality.
all. I hope Winnie
Yeah.
the Pooh was overlooking it all.
Oh. Jesus, I didn't realize.
Have you seen those terms and conditions?
That's the thing, I haven't. I didn't realize it was, that side
Well,
thing.
since the world's gone smart in a big, you can't if you're not watching the video. I'm doing big
You
air
won't be able
quotes.
to get it up.
I do big air quotes. Since everything's gone smart, apparently like they can hack into your fridge and that, and like spy on you and your mate and your
Seriously?
family. Yep.
Jesus, I didn't realize.
That's the problem with a smart word. You get a smart word, but you get the stupid people.
That's the thing. That's the thing with bloody TOS nowadays. Apple sends you like loads.
What
of them,
what does
and there's
TOS mean?
So much text.
What does that mean?
Oh, sorry. The elves told me earlier. It needs terms of service. I know this is very.
What was that?
there's
Was that
very
that long?
generic,
That long thing you always? No, but I don't know if it's just me though. But
Huh?
do you guys actually read it? Like, 'cause I just skip right to the end and hit
I
reset.
skip- I skipped to the
It's a little bit annoying me, but
Initially I did because I thought it was very important, but it was made me just drivel what they were talking about. But now it's just
really just terms.
they can
and
literally say
service
like
and that.
they can literally say I can make you a slave at the bottom of it, and then you agree to it instantly because why not?
Well, yeah, that's how they get you in it.
Exactly.
The old book.
Ugh.
And Mark Zucker.
And do not be able
overlord.
to,
Oh,
they'll be able
God.
to hack your pacemaker as well. See, that's why I
Well, I've heard that actually.
Oh, God.
I thought it's actually featured in this game my sister's playing by Ubisoft. It's called Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs
Dogs.
2.
Oh,
It's quite
bloody hell! Is
up-and-coming.
that one where you hack everything?
I've never heard of it. I've heard of Watch
Yeah.
underscore Dogs 2.
I think
It might be that one, isn't
I
it?
think it might be that one then. That's
Oh,
actually
yeah,
that's
we
actually
can-
smart. That's
yeah.
actually smart. I like that.
Uh,
You know
Yeah,
something
yeah,
actually,
yeah, look it up.
it's kind of a messed up world we live in, innit? What's kind of gets my goat is that a couple of years ago I didn't think this AI stuff could actually, I didn't think much of it, but now I'm thinking that my job's at stake. I've seen this artwork. I thought the artistic
Honestly, imagine
fields.
if they could make podcasts though. That would be a complete, just oh my.
Like,
Maybe
even
it
if they could make it
robotic,
like
wouldn't it?
It'd be
Maybe
robotic.
robotic.
Oh my god, that's the perfect word for that.
That is the
Bloody
perfect
hell,
word.
Steve,
Or it'd be a
bloody
bit of a slave to their own emotions, like robot,
That's true. That's true.
I can't even imagine what a robot podcast it'd be like. I'll do my impression right.
Yeah. yeah.
Well, it's
Robot
really good.
podcast.
You got to listen.
Robot podcast.
Oh my god. You
Circuit
sound
board.
exactly like
Circuit board.
exactly like Siri. You sound like Siri.
So do you reckon? So do you reckon a couple of years we'll be sitting down with the kids and pouring out a bowl of microchips and putting
Jeez.
motor oil in there to have as a cereal at
Oh
the
my
breakfast
god,
table?
that's a big
I've heard
step for me.
Kellogg's already trying to do that now.
Have you seen?
Hope
they
it doesn't
can-
come to that though.
Have
Hope
you,
it doesn't come to
have
that.
you seen nowadays? You can make robots so bloody small. I feel like they're hiding them bloody everywhere now.
Well, I've heard that they put them in certain fluids and they've injected it into the arms of some people. I'm not saying where
Seriously?
they put it. But, well,
Oh, God.
that's all I've heard.
I mean, I had my booster jab recently. I hope that's not that.
Oh,
So tell us not to say that.
Oh,
That's telling us
sorry.
not to
But
say that.
But I'm just saying. Always be precautious.
that's a bit of a faux pas on your end.
We're calling it the redacted illness. We're calling it.
Oh,
The elves tell me.
of course.
The country, I think it's also.
Old Winnie the Pooh's honey. Winnie the Pooh's honey eyes.
Yeah. The honey trap, more like, honestly.
You've got a few of those, haven't you, see?
Well, I'm just not sure about cybersecurity more. your fingerprint on your phone. Do you guys have that? You guys have the fingerprint phone sensor?
I never
No.
got it set up. I never got it set up. My wife,
Never got it set up.
she's got it on her iPad Mini, but that's pretty much it. I mean, I haven't really got into that.
Apparently they can, like, with just your fingerprint, they can actually remake your entire body.
Oh my god.
Apparently.
No
Let's
way.
get into that stage now.
Are you serious?
Serious as ever. I don't mess around with this kind of
That's
stuff.
true. That's true. You only tell truth. See,
I've never lied.
you never lie.
But you know, someone actually I thought the other day that's quite clever.
What's that?
Right, you know Pinocchio, he had that signifier. I can't remember what it was, but he had a signifier when he lied. What was it again?
Oh,
What was it again?
bloody
What was the signifier?
hell! I feel like we can't mention this. I mean, it's his nose. All right, people. It's his nose that gets really long.
Yeah, it's his
nothing
nose,
else.
yeah.
Nothing else.
But
all right.
imagine, right, yeah. As funny as that is, imagine if the first time he was there, he said, "My nose grows when I tell the truth." Now, in that being a lie, his nose would grow, but they'd think it was because he was telling the truth, wouldn't it?
Jesus, now that's
See,
just,
the Oscar,
that's just a
keep free.
paradox and a half, mate. That is.
Oh,
something
you
I
want to hear
don't
about
hold my
paradox?
head.
What if he says, "My nose will now grow"? Because, right, if it's a lie, then his nose will grow. But in growing, it is now not a lie, and it's a truth. But his nose can't grow, and there's a truth. Explain that, then.
Honestly, I can't. That flows.
I've
flies
like that
right over
explained,
me.
actually.
That's-
Zeno's paradox.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard of it, yeah.
It's a guy, it's a guy called Zeno. I don't know exactly what his, profession was back then, but
He was a merchant.
imagine. Okay. Regardless, though, he has this
Conan.
he has this mathematical paradox, right? That if you go, let's say, like half of a distance, let's say you go like 1 mile, right, down to the shops, right, and then
Yeah, as you do now, they get further away.
exactly, you keep halving that distance, right?
Right.
But the
yeah.
thing is,
I'm
how
following
do you,
you,
how
yeah.
do you keep halving it until there's nothing? But that's impossible though, because it'll never reach zero. It'll just keep going half and half.
So what you're essentially saying is there's an infinite amount of task in a finite amount of time.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Well, that actually puts it in perspective. Well, there's something strange though,
Hmm.
and is when I think we all know Diogenes. When he was presented with this paradox, to disprove it, he simply got up and walked.
Oh, that geezer.
Get
He's
someone on the
bloody
line.
crazy.
Hang
He's
on,
bloody
I'll get
crazy.
someone on the line.
Oh, what are the elves
Who is
saying?
it? Who is it? Hello? Hello?
Is it? Hello? Is this the CMS
Who's this?
podcast?
Yeah, this is the podcast. This is the cast. Who's this then?
It's me, Diogenes Cynic from Cos.
Oh my!
Actually,
Wait,
it's a Sydney from Corinth.
we were just
The
talking
one-
about him. We were just talking about him.
I'm not.
What,
I'm
you've
not
gone
from
to the
Corinth.
dogs? If you
I'm not
get,
from Corinth.
you've gone to the dogs, you get it?
Yeah, but I'm
It's
not
been-
from Corinth.
Honestly, it's been quite a while. Honestly, have you been?
Oh, do you know a little... Well, actually, I'll give you a little bit of trivia. Going to the dogs, I said that because dogs...
Yeah.
You know, I think you know why.
I do,
You'd
I
like to
do.
explain.
Listen, I
Because
don't get
people
it.
call me a
Exactly.
cynic, which comes from canine,
There you
aka
go.
dog-like, because I live like a dog, and I also live with dogs a few times.
Oh my!
You live with,
And not
you
just
live with a
women.
pooch. I actually live with a pooch as well.
Is it also true you lived in a barrel though? That is something crazy.
It was a pivos, not a barrel. There's a big difference.
Although it
You
wasn't
have
made of wood, it was made of sort of ceramics and
ceramics.
Yeah, it's
any
yeah.
truth in that.
It's a jar. It's a jar. It's a bit like Pandora. Everything gets a bit confused when it comes to jars and ancient history.
Bloody
I
hell.
guess
Well,
it's all
my
ancient
mouth
history.
is a jar right now. My mouth's a jar.
Oh, that's a
Not
good
that
one.
way, though, not
That's
that
a
way,
bloody
no,
good
but-
one.
So what is it you do then? What do you do?
Nowadays, I like to sit in the back of Plato's lectures and just cough whenever he talks.
Oh, that's a.
Plato
proper
did
good
have
one.
some shit that he said.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
I hate the bloody guy.
Didn't you play a famous prank on Plato?
I think he did.
Something
Well,
about
once-
it was something about his
What?
definition of a man.
Oh,
once I,
oh my god, no, I'll let you recount this. I'll let you recount this.
No, after you.
Listen.
Well, I believe
Listen.
what happened.
Hmm?
But you can go actually. you
Okay,
can go.
okay, listen.
Yes.
So Plato, the cocky bastard he is, explaining, what a man is, a featherless biped, right? I mean, that kind of makes
Well,
sense. It makes sense in that
he's
context.
Linnaeus. He's Lord Linnaeus,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
grandfather
Oh,
of
yeah.
classification.
But then listen, he bloody gets a chicken.
Wait, a featherless biped?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. That makes sense. Like,
I wonder what that is though. But then
That's a
Diogenes
man, isn't
comes into his bloody lecture, grabs a chicken from one of the barns downstairs,
No.
and then just says, "Oh look, I found
he
a
plucked
biped."
it. I think he plucked
Oh, you
it.
mean bloody plucked it? And he said that's a biped, and what? That's a man now.
It's featherless as
And
well.
then-
He plucked it.
And then bloody, the entire room was
I am good
speechless.
on that.
Plato could not argue with him. Honestly, he had to,
Yeah, well-
reconsider everything.
Just wait till you hear what I did to
But did you
Alexander.
know he added
That
to the
was
definition that the biped had nails as well? Flat nails.
Seriously?
Well, there's something. As much as that is funny, Diogenes, I think you made a massive mistake there. Because
Why?
he meant featherless is by nature, but you use the environment to get rid of the feathers.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
like saying a human has 2 legs, and then finding a one-legged man and saying he's not a human. It just doesn't really
It
stick.
doesn't make
I've
too
got
much
something else
sense.
for you. If something's 4-legged in the morning, 2-legged in the evening, and then 3-legged in the afternoon, what is it?
Oh bloody hell!
I can't tell you actually.
Wait,
couldn't tell you.
Wait.
No, I couldn't tell you. No,
Is that-
Can anyone else? No, I could tell you. I couldn't tell you.
Actually, I had like an
Okay,
inkling of
that's-
thought there, but now it's just gone completely out of my head.
Gone.
It's gone. It's just it's
That's
gone. with the
another
wind.
definition of a man. So which one would you prefer? I'll give you my 2.
I mean, they're quite good definitions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, quite clever, actually.
I've
Because they
heard.
call you the cynic for a reason. You know, they call me the cynic as well.
Do they?
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
that's what C means. That's what C is.
That's what C means.
Oh,
And do you have anything to say about this?
Jesus. I mean, what is there to say?
I mean, you're S, so.
oh yeah. We're meant to meet this end fella.
Listen, mate.
What does
listen,
N
mate,
stand
listen,
for?
mate. Listen, mate.
Nihilist.
It's a nihilist. Do you know
That's
any
true,
famous nihilists? Do you know who told me that? Do you know who told me that means nihilist?
Who?
Zarathustra.
Oh, is there a Hugh?
Nah.
Thus spoke Zarathustra. And if you know who made that, you'll understand. It's Friedrich Nietzsche.
The Nietzsche.
Nietzschean.
Bloody hell.
I'm a fan of Nietzschean philosophy. What do you guys think about it?
I think he's a right sort of guy.
Wait, let's wait for the minions. Oh wait, Jack's here as well. Actually, this might be a bad idea.
Right. Diogenes,
Sorry,
it was
I'll
a pleasure
speak it.
talking to you. It's a pleasure
true,
talking
true.
to you, but I'm going to have to hang up. You probably got some
Yeah.
players' lectures to attend to.
Oh yeah. bloody
So, cheerio.
Give him a proper sock.
Sure, where we get 2 objects and say which one's better, and so we can finally find the ultimate thing. Right, so I'll start.
To the perfect being.
Camping trips. Talking about being wild. Camping trips. Now, I'll tell you what, I don't like these. Right?
I mean, listen. They're an experience in themselves. You know, it's a family bonding experience.
You
We're
got
all friendly.
Centre Parks. Centre Parks.
If you picked
you know,
a perfect environment, you know, camping is bliss. Honestly, it's pure.
Some have to agree, unless
happiness
it's with the
almost.
in-laws. But often happens for
listen,
some reason.
Listen, when you're in the wild, right, and you've only got 1 or 2 bags of tea left, there's gonna be some scraps over those tiny bloody things. Honestly.
Especially if you got an Earl Grey from the
Oh
in-laws.
Jesus, honestly. Trying to
Don't
smash
let him-
those
I'll
over
make them
my
cover
wife is
now.
bloody impossible. Honestly.
Well, my problem with camping, right, is it's always sort of like a compromise, you know?
Mm.
Like, you're gonna go sit and lie down in your bed. You've not got a nice comfy mattress, you got an air bed.
That's
and yeah,
true. That's true. I mean,
you never got the best of anything.
the
You go
hospitality.
to cook a sausage, right? Go cook a sausage instead of your Arga that everyone has.
Mm.
You have to go and instead do it on a gas stove.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
It's very
The
unfortunate, actually.
hospitality is an issue of camping, but you know, the experience in itself is to, you know, experience nature. And nature isn't always ultimately comfortable. I mean, sometimes it has really bad days, like it rains. Really
I mean,
badly.
nature is a
Like
great
it- like it
equalizer.
does
Nothing
like it does typically in England. But you know.
I mean, I think it's a massive understatement saying nature's not comfortable. I think it's anti-comfort.
Mm,
It's the entire point of nature. It's kind of doesn't care about your being.
that's true. It doesn't really care for your feelings very much, honestly.
It doesn't at
Oh,
all,
don't say
actually.
that nowadays, Austin.
It's ambivalent.
See?
Well, and also I think with camping, you want a sausage and that, you have to go to gas. You can't get your gas stove. You got to get a bloody little heater, little gas heater, you know.
Your Barbie. Your Barbie.
I mean, that's if you're lucky.
God.
For some reason, here in the north,
Mhm.
we don't got every man's law. Up in Scotland, we do, where you can camp anywhere, but you got to ask permission now.
Yeah, I think it's some bureaucratic issue with vagrancy, you know. I don't know. I don't really go into that kind of stuff. I just go into places that are, you know, very quiet, you know, very far
Well,
away
I try
from
to. I
urban
try to
areas.
find a nice quiet area, but
I mean, from where you're from, you know, it's quite close to Scotland, so you're most of Scotland's just bloody beautiful. Have you seen World's End? Not World's End, sorry.
well, it's in the film.
Yeah, exactly.
Simon Pegg.
no,
Nick
no,
Frost.
no,
Is
no.
that the film you're talking about?
No, not the
That is a
film. This-
banger. That is.
That's been mentioned twice now.
Bloody hell! I meant areas near Edinburgh. That place is bloody nice.
Athens.
Not Athens, man.
Right, there is. Yeah, I mean it's beautiful, but also there is the problem of number 2
Mm.
and number 2 in the wild. When nature calls, I mean, when nature calls, I'm fine with the same, but when it's using a dock leaf as loo roll, that's just that's a bit too much nature right in your face, isn't it?
Honestly.
And it's not just in your face.
Not just in your face, mate. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
You see, I don't follow Allah's teaching, so I won't use water to clean myself either.
Mm. Yeah,
Don't know about you,
That's the one
honestly,
thing they got
yeah.
right.
Mm.
That's the one thing that you could say they got right. Because I'm an atheist. I'm actually sort of like a half believer, agnostic, I believe it's called.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
it's kind of, you know, hard to say either end, really. You have to be agnostic. I mean, how can you prove that he's bloody real, or how can you disprove that he's not real, you know? It's such a concept
Well, a lot of
beyond
clever
us.
people tried.
That's true, that's true.
Have you heard of Pascal's wager?
I don't think I have.
I'm fond of that one.
Right, Pascal, you know what man with the triangle?
Mm-hmm.
He posited that if you believed in God,
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's the same thing.
if you believed in God, and he didn't exist,
Yeah.
there'd be no downside to believing in him in life. But if you didn't believe in God and he turned out to exist, you got eternal suffering. So he believed it was more
Oh,
worth
so-
believing him when he was alive.
I see.
What
So
do you
the
think of that,
The
then?
benefits outweigh the risk, then, I guess, right?
Sort of. But what do you think of that?
Bloody hell, I mean, the guy's not wrong, really. I mean, like, what...
Well, he
what-
actually
what-
is very much wrong.
How so?
Because his assumption posits that there is only one God, whereas in fact there's a myriad gods.
There's
I mean,
multiple
just
gods?
look at the polytheistic religions.
Well, like the pagans.
I mean, call them what
Like
you will.
Hindus?
Hindus, pagans, they're the Norse,
Hmm.
English, Woden. I mean, that's got some use to it, you know, Wednesday and Woden, named after Woden.
I see.
Well, there's not just one God, so you don't know you're praying to the right one. Pascal's wager is debunked. That's a new segment on our show called Debunked.
Debunked.
We
oh,
say
that's a
something and
good
it's
one.
debunked and rebunked.
That's a good one.
Right, anyway, we got a little bit sidetracked, as we do,
As we always do.
I keep the train of thought.
Bloody hell.
Right, so what is, so, N, what is your thing you're putting in Room 101? Or whatever this segment was called.
Is it hot or not on Room 101?
Hot or not, hot or not.
Hot on. So I want something good that I think is good. Better than camping trips.
Well, you should put something worse or better. We're just gonna see what the ultimate
That's
thing
true,
is
that's
by the
true.
end.
I got
Well, we gotta
I
judge
got
it.
a good. I got a builder's brew.
Oh, Builder's brew.
Builder's brew, honestly.
I mean, right,
Guys.
why have you represented it then? Why have you put it in there?
I think it might be the best drink ever conceived. I can't imagine anything being better.
I think you're fucking right, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of much better.
That's true. That's true. Although,
Think about where it's made.
I have to put one argument in though. It's the fact that it eventually turns, you know, quite cold, and plus you can get it quite like very, very milky, which is just.
What's all that?
That's
You
not a bit.
see
That's
for the
not
laws
a
of
builder's
water
brew.
to
That's what I'm
take, can
saying.
you?
That's what I'm saying. You can't argue with them, but the thing is, it just, you know, bloody cold tea is just not that nice, you know. I tried,
It's
I
not,
tried,
honestly.
I tried, you know, iced tea. I think it's
I've never
called
tried
in,
that fruity
in
shit.
I never
America.
tried that stuff.
But
That fruity shite.
but I, you know, it's just not very good. It's too sweet. And then the fact that it's cold, like tea's supposed to be hot. It just doesn't make much
I believe it
sense.
is as well.
It
There's
doesn't
also
make
one
much
other.
sense.
There's one other variable. It's how much milk gets put in.
Oh yeah, there's some people that just love milk with what, just nothing else.
No, but a builder's brew is by definition a builder's brew, which is quite
Well, that
strong.
is true.
That is
But
very
some
I didn't
people
say
don't
cup of
really
tea.
know. They've never taught to make one, you know. Never done a day in the building trade, so they don't actually know how to make one.
Mm.
You know that?
Seriously?
People actually be putting about half milk in. A lot of people actually put half milk in. It's famous.
Milk, Jesus.
Yeah. Half milk. I've seen
My
it myself.
God. It's like they want to drink double cream. My God.
Actually, some do put double cream in. Absolutely crazy.
That's bloody bizarre, honestly.
That's Bizarro World, isn't it?
Honestly.
Absolute
Those
Bizarro
people
World.
should be ostracized. That's just completely
Oh,
bizarre.
ostracization. What's right? What's your opinions?
Let's say the modern version, right?
Right.
Wait, what do you say, sorry?
Everyone vote. What's better, tea or camping trip?
It's got to be tea for
Oh,
me.
I mean, tea is just, you know, much more consistent. I'm gonna have to put tea as well.
Well, because it's a democracy, I'm putting tea. So that's a unanimous decision.
Mhm.
So that is
That is bloody
eliminated
hot. That is
camping
bloody
trips.
hot.
camping trips are officially not the best thing ever.
They're bloody cold,
Right.
mate.
Right now, S, yours. What do you, hot or not? We got T as the competitor.
Okay, listen, I gotta distinguish myself here, you know. I gotta put in something that, you know, most people will say that is not great at all. I mean, I've already talked about it at the beginning, you know, I introduced the podcast with it. Bloody traffic.
Traffic.
Yeah.
What? Just traffic in general? Traffic jam?
Just traffic, you know, just traffic everywhere. I mean, traffic jam is probably the worst. Worst
Well, I mean,
category on this
traffic
list.
is just the.
Oh, and bloody, I don't know,
Unrestricted
I think it's something to do with the elves, but, you know, like, internet traffic as well, I've heard that slows down everything, including our podcast here.
Well, yeah, but if you talk about normal traffic, that's just the abundance of cars in an area.
Yeah, that's
That's
true,
not got no
but
different.
Jesus, though, I mean, it's just the fact that it wastes so much time. I mean, there could be such an...
Well, I think you're thinking of a traffic jam.
Yeah.
But as in this show, we have no go backs, so you've locked in traffic. I'm sorry.
It's completely
You've
impossible.
locked in traffic.
Well,
Because this is an official podcast, you've locked it in.
I understand that. But
But
I mean,
you know what? Just this one time, we'll allow a go back. What do you think, Ken? Do you think we'll allow a go back?
Well, just this once. He's a bit slow nowadays.
He's a bit slow. I bet this isn't recording. Right, so traffic jam.
Traffic jams.
You know, I'm not a bloody fan. It's probably wasted as much as I reckon, as much as I've slept, I've wasted in a traffic jam.
Seriously, and
You actually have to look at
A lot of
it.
times at the same time for me.
Actually, true. I sleep at the wheel off.
You just have to
It's quite easy, honestly. It's quite monotonous.
I love sleeping at the wheel.
Yeah, it's my favourite. You heard that Tesla cars have a feature where they just drive for you.
Don't talk about those little poxy
Okay,
soapbox.
listen. Those boxes are, bloody useless. But I mean, the fact that they allow you to sleep at the wheel is just something else.
I mean, you can already do that if you have to drive it.
That's true, but I've got
Right,
myself into a few
traffic jams. What do you
situations.
think, Ken? What do you think about traffic jams then?
I hate them. I can't stand them.
You can't stand the things, really. How long do you reckon you've spent in a traffic jam over your entire life?
I'd say at least 10 minutes.
You go down to the
10
south the most, though, Ken,
minutes.
don't you? You go down to the south the most, that's where it's worst. The M4. Oh my god.
Oh
the
my
M4.
god, don't even bloody mention it. Every other minute they have a traffic jam, it's something else.
Right, I think it's a no-brainer, but who's winning out? Is it a traffic jam?
It's got to be a cup of tea.
I think it's a cup of tea as
Yeah,
well. What
same
about
here,
you?
Same here.
But I mean,
I can't
traffic
even
jams
argue.
are officially not the best thing ever.
Nope, they are not hot. Not as hot
Right.
as bloody tea.
So on today's episode, we've won. So teaser one. But next episode, just canals, write that down. Next episode, we'll be discussing it a little bit more. We'll see if anything can beat tea in hot or not. New game. Who would you ostracise in the British Parliament? Go on.
You know,
Guilty
you-
free
you-
section
you
there.
know
Really don't
who
care
I'm gonna
monetize.
bloody say already, listen. Okay? Boris. I don't even need to say a second. name.
Boris?
God, man, he's just a complete goof. I mean, what has he done really for the economy? Bloody nothing.
He's crashed it.
It's
He's
completely crashed it through the roof. I mean, I understand that the
It's crashed
redacted
it down to the
virus.
cellar.
I understand that the redacted virus came in, but my God. I
Well,
mean,
old
I
Winnie
don't
the
think
Pooh's
you could-
honey.
I don't think you could actually do any worse. It's the worst it's possibly been. I mean, do you know that we're going through a recession by the end of the year? That's bloody scary.
I think he could do one worse, but
What's that?
his name would have to mean black in the native language that he spoke.
I know
He'd have to be playing a certain instrument,
Oh,
and it would have to be then.
It's pretty sad.
I wouldn't like it, personally.
No, me neither. I don't
Really?
like it currently.
What do you think caused it then?
I
Reckon
think,
it's like-
I think it's modern tech. I think it's modern techno. Honestly,
It must be
It's
some
something to do
sort
with
of 4G,
technology.
because there can't be any good coming from pumping that through your head
that's what
all
I'm
the
saying.
day.
Plus, they make you pay so much for like what SIM cards. I feel they should be free.
That's what
I thought it was a game.
The Sims?
Exactly.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I think it stands for simulation.
I mean, I thought it sounded simulacrum because of how. And as everyone who knows what simulacrum means, it means a poor imitation. A poor imitation of
It
something.
image or statue as well.
That's also
Based on
true.
Latin. It's a second declension Newton now.
Yeah.
Simulacrum.
Well, I don't like that one, do I? I use Germanic-based language like English. Right.
They're best. They're proper best.
So, how's everyone getting on then?
I'm walking.
You're walking. What about you then?
Just sitting down, enjoying some brew.
What you can do with the rest of the day then, everyone?
I think I'm gonna read a nice book. I'm not exactly sure which one though, but I think I'll read something. Something
I
about
think
a
you're
fire,
gonna rip up and burn a few copies of The Guardian, and then I'll
my
also
God,
sit down
of
with
course,
a book.
that's annual.
And actually, all this talk of tea's made me quite thirsty. Actually, I
Oh,
might
yeah,
make a
well.
nice little wilderness brew.
Oh, come on.
Right. So we hope you've enjoyed the first ever episode of Think Before You Speak, the
Yep.
podcast. I have been Cynic. S, would you like to sign off?
I've been stoic.
And N,
And I've been Nihilus.
and we give you a gracious
Goodbye.
goodbye.
Bye.
Now the trucks don't